Yeah.
Morning people and welcome back to Enquiry 85. I am Twister and we're going to talk about some transfer news today. Finally, Arsenal have signed somebody. A signing has been made. Gabriel Martinelli now is an official member of the club. It's reported that the deal was for 6.7 million or somewhere in that region. Look, for an 18-year-old alleged Brazilian whiz kid, I'll take it. He's come to a very high profile. He was called up to the Brazilian national squad recently. Admittedly not to play, but he trained around some of the best players in the world. So it's a good start. I'm happy with the signing. However, let's talk Arsenal's problems and the players that we need. So we're also reportedly in conversation with Yassine Brahimi, who is now officially a free agent. He obviously previously played for Porto. 29 years of age. Would I take Brahimi? Yeah, definitely. I think he would add something to the squad. He would certainly be a good addition for us. Only sticking point for me is, he's approaching the wrong side of 30. But, good player. Very, very, very good player. Could be useful. However, that would give us two wingers. We'd have signed a second winger. And we're in conversations with Crystal Palace about Wilfried Zaha. Now, Zaha is a different conversation. Zaha is... we've put a 40 million bid in for Zaha. Crystal Palace absolutely do not need to sell, do not want to sell. He is by far their best player. And their valuation of him is currently sat somewhere between 80 and 85 million. Is he worth that? No. Are we going to pay that? No. Can we get it done somewhere around the 60 million mark? Yes, probably. If that happens, I will be all for it. Look, he's Premier League proven, absolutely fantastic player. I think he's on something like 10 goals, 10 assists for last season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Might be 11 goals, actually, 11 assists. Very, very good player. Boyhood fan of the club. You know he's going to work his socks off and play for the badge. The issue is, it's a lot of money to be chipping out on what could potentially be the third left winger that we're going to sign. At what point are we going to address our fundamental issue, which is our back four? Like, when is that going to happen? Are we going to get Kieran Tierney over the line? It may already be over the line and we just don't know about it. I don't know. I believe he was away pre-season with Celtic and he's flown back. That could be for a number of reasons. That could be because we are very much towards the end of that deal and things like medicals and stuff need to take place. There's a whole host of other things that could have come into that. I'm now hearing that Napoli have entered the race for him and they are allegedly a little further ahead than Arsenal are, so who knows. But I think for the price tag, just pay him. And what does Celtic want? 25 million? Something like that? Do what you need to do. Get Tierney over the line. Sign as a centre-back. A centre-back needs to be signed. I'm still of the opinion that we need a right-back. Maitland-Niles has done a makeshift role there. And where the player's concerned, that's great. He's got minutes. He's played pretty much majority of the season. Emery likes him. He's doing the job. Has he come unstuck in that full-back role across the season? Yeah, of course he has. He's struggled. That's not his natural position. I would love to see him go back to centre midfield where he played. Everyone remembers the 2-0 loss to Man United, but he absolutely controlled the middle of the park. He did his job. The game, we did not lose it down to him, and I'd love to see him get more minutes in the middle of the park. But we need to address our back four. Reported this morning, well, it was actually late last night, but I didn't see it until this morning. We've allegedly made an inquiry for Harry Maguire. Now, that tells me a few things. One, we're crazy. We're not going to sign Harry Maguire. And if we do sign Harry Maguire, it is going to be an unbelievable amount of money, which I believe we just do not have. Everybody knows Harry Maguire wants to go to Man United, and Leicester have just turned down a 70 million bid from him. So the 50 million that I'm hearing that we've just put in, it's just going to get laughed out of the room and they probably won't even sit down and talk to us again. But what that does tell me is this transfer budget that we have, that none of the fans know the in and outs of. I'm a fan just like everybody else. I don't know how much money we have, but I do know that media reports every single day it's 40, 45 million. We don't have any more to spend than that. We've just put a bid in for Zaha at 40. Martinelli's already come in. We're in conversation with all these different people. Now, Brahimi, yes, there'll be no fee to Porto. He's a free agent now. But Raheem is going to want, I should assume, signing on fee, a decent wages, all of these kind of things. So that needs to be accounted for. All of these different players, if we get them over the line, Kieran Tierney, if we get them over the line, then this 40 million budget is a myth. There's no way that that's all we have. I appreciate how the budgets, how the transfers work and the staggered payments and all this kind of stuff. But we really got to think about it. I would much rather we spent our money on the defence. That is the core fundamental issue. We do not need to buy 3 left wingers. That's an issue. Yes, I agree. Let's get a winger in, possibly 2. But we do not need 3. So if Brahimi comes in, we've already signed Martinelli, and then we go and sign Zaha, that's not a successful transfer window for me, because we've not addressed the issue. We have no problem scoring goals. We have Alexandre Lacazette, who will make a goal out of nothing. For the most part, Aubameyang's finding the back of the net. Our strike partnership is fantastic. It is one of the best in the league, certainly up there with the top 3. So, is there an issue there? No. Is there an issue around service? Yes, we do need to address an issue around them getting service. Better service equals more goals. Simple maths, I get all of that. But we conceded over 50 goals last season, and we missed the top 4 by a point. So, address the leaky defence. We might be sitting in the Champions League next season. That's the reality. So that's something that needs to be looked at. But look, let's see what today brings. See what Sky Sports release and when the club releases. You never know. We might get another transfer today. If we do, I'll be back later. Until then, I'm out.